So for your interview perspective, I have shared multiple videos to you, right? And
Yes.
as you told, you have seen all those videos, correct? So
Yes.
just let me know if there is any confusion or any question you have. Just let me know. You can ask openly, right? Because
Yeah.
it's almost 2 p.m. in India, and as per your time zone, it will be somewhere around 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Right?
It's 11:15.
Okay, 11:15 a.m. So okay, perfect. So just let me know if you have any doubt, any concern for your interview perspective. I'm not talking about the practical things because practical things will take some time, right? Means
Yes.
I cannot explain you in a single day, like how to deploy the entire data center, right? So
Yes.
the question I have also sent you one video for L1 or L2 kind of interview preparation. Have you seen that?
I've seen in 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Creating delivery groups, I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this I think last two I did not. One-on-one session, confidence, Citrix stuff, and so on. Like,
And what about the interview questions and answers? I have seen you sent you the separate video for the same.
no, no, I did not see this two, but I have seen apart from this two, till the creating delivery groups.
Okay.
I did not see this coming. I will check it. No problem.
No,
Sometime.
no, it's in that. So as I told you, what is VDA and what is the importance for VDA registration? It is something. Okay, let me share my screen. I think my screen is not visible right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. So, as I have already explained you why VDA registration is required. Why? Because this is something relevant to license server, right? How many license you have for your organization. Got it? So
Yes.
you can utilize all the license in typical way. Multiple ways are there, but you must have some license from the Citrix, right? For 100 or 200 or 5,000 users, it doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
And apart from that, I have already explained you types of. Just let me know what are the types of operating systems Citrix supported. I explained you in the afternoon.
It's Windows operating systems and Windows server systems. You want me to
That is
mention the
not
names?
that is not the correct name.
Hello.
Yeah, that is not the correct name what you are explaining. You are explaining the good thing, but with not the correct names. Like single session
Uh,
OS,
client.
multiple session OS, or remote PC access, right?
Yes.
So these are the three ways in which you can publish your desktop to end users. So the last one, remote PC access, is for the physical machines, and the first one for multiple session OS is for the server operating system, and single session OS it is for the desktop operating system, which is
Desktop.
Windows
Yes.
7, 8, 10, or Ubuntu. Okay. So if
Yes.
we are talking about the server operating system, please do remember Linux, Red Hat, or Linux CentOS. Those both operating system comes under the server operating system. Okay. And Ubuntu, like Linux Ubuntu, it comes under the desktop operating system, not server. Okay.
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 So
So
Linux and Red Hat comes under the server
yeah,
operating
Red Hat
system.
comes under the server operating system. Why? Because in Windows Active Directory, Windows Active Directory will be there, but in Linux, when you talk about the Active Directory console, so you will get Samba, SAMVA, okay, SN Active Directory, got it? And it is Linux
Yes.
based Active Directory, okay?
I have seen some of the question I have
Mm-hmm.
before we start. So from the videos you share, I've seen some of the videos mentioning not studio. There is something farm. It is with the old version or something.
No, if we are talking about the Citrix form, this is relevant to a Citrix previous configuration. Okay. So farm is nothing. Farm is an identity for particular location. Just suppose if I'm talking about the farms in India, and in India, if I'm having 5 farms, okay. So one farm could be from Indore, second one could be from the Mumbai, third one uh, from the Bangalore, and blah 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 kind of things. Okay. So if we are talking about the farm,
It's like a site.
yeah, it's like a site. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Also, also,
you have.
one thing is about the this machine catalog.
Mhm,
When we are creating a master file in machine catalog,
mhm,
okay,
mhm.
it will automatically reflect in that area where we need to pick the Windows image.
Yes, after installing the VDA agent in master image, it will automatically reflect over there in machine catalog.
Okay, so after we create the machine catalog in the delivery, this groups,
Mm-hmm.
when we take the same machine catalog
Mm-hmm.
and we can multiply this machine to any number, right?
Right. We just have to enter the copies, whatever count we will be requiring. Okay. Just suppose if you have to create,
So if I yes.
so what I'm telling is that if you have to require to create 20 or more than 50 or 100 copies from single master email, you just have to enter that count, like how many copies you will be requiring for this machine catalog or the master email. Got it?
So it will create virtual machines, that number of virtual machines,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
And it will utilize the that number of processors and
And
RAMs
RAM
from the
memory, right, from the hypervisor.
so it is not a duplicate machine. It is a
It is a
different
separate
machine.
entity, different machine, not the same machine. Okay.
Okay, okay, but it is using the same image. So if we change some changes in the master image, it will reflect in all the machines we created.
Yes, we have to upgrade the virtual disk for all the machines. Just suppose if you created if you have made some changes in your master image, after that you have to update your virtual disk. Okay, and when you updated your virtual disk, all the virtual disk will automatically get updated. Okay, as per the replication process, and there is no impact on end user side. Okay, for this operation.
Virtual disk is where this option.
Virtual disk is basically if we are using the hypervisor, right? So actually my hypervisor is not powered on so far. So just suppose if I am creating one virtual machine here in VMware Workstation Pro, right? And if I click on next, again on next, then it is asking for OS. Let me select Windows, and Windows 10 will be fine. And now it is asking for me the virtual machine and hard drive location, right? So that location I need to change for every virtual machine. Got it? As a central location for backup and redundancy perspective. Got it?
No, I cannot understand. Can you show me the steps? Because your video is getting lag.
Mhm. Give me a moment. So actually my hypervisor is not power on right now. Anyway, let me power it on. So why you contacted me yesterday night only when you have got only 1 day for the interview? Means you was not aware, or means you was I'm not getting your idea actually.
I was not aware of your teaching and all this one-on-one. Yesterday night
No.
only I was searching some videos for the study purpose.
Mhm.
Then I find out that you take sessions. So immediately I contact in the night. I know it
Yeah,
was
right.
late at the night, but still I thought let's try one time.
So that was the only reason, no? Because I was, I suppose that you must have to have some running experience in Citrix, as you told me, right? So that is not an issue for me. I can train you anyway, but a single day, if I explain you all the 10 sessions, what I have shown you here into the presentation, in a single day, I can do that because it is a repetitive task for me, right? But it it will be quite impossible for you to grab all the session in a single day, right? Means it's up to your talent. You can grab somehow, but you will not be able. Means you will get headache, right? To attend all the 10 sessions, 10 lectures in a single day.
Yeah. The most important, I feel like from the this creating machine catalog
Mhm.
onwards, this last five,
Okay,
especially the backup.
look. I will let you know how to create the machine catalog. I have already seen sent you the videos. So this is the one of the most important questions. Like, what are the database that has been stored in Citrix for high availability? Okay. So these are the database name. First one is site. The site database is stored the running configuration for the site, what you have configured for the site, for which location you have configured a site, whatever the parameters of site, those all those information will be stored in site logging. Okay. If we talk about the logging, configuration logging, in configuration logging, it will store the data like when user logged in, when user logged out. Okay, if there is any error or anything from with end user, all those logs will be storage stored here. And coming to the monitoring, so monitoring it basically it is stored used by the static director, and it will analyze the data for sessions, like for how much time session has been connected, when user logged in, when user logged out. Okay, so if someone asks you, just let me know what are the type of database stored in SQL server for Citrix. So the answer is this site, then configuration login, and the monitoring database. Got it? So this is a
Okay.
simple answer. You have to enter the site configuration, then logging configuration, then monitoring configuration. Got it?
Yes.
So must remember all those things. Okay. So coming down to important question. So this is something relevant to NetScaler. Okay. So if as I told you, what is NetScaler? Okay. So basically, NetScaler is a firewall which is given by the Citrix, and we can configure the NetScaler for load balancing purpose. Like if we are running multiple delivery controller into the organization, then we cannot accept all the connections to a single delivery controller. For the same, we have to configure NetScaler which can equally divide all the sessions coming from end users to all the delivery controllers. Okay, this is a simple answer. If someone asks you what is NetScaler, okay.
This scaler is a hardware or a software?
So we have two options here. We can use NetScaler as a virtual machine, or we can directly deploy NetScaler on a physical hardware. So basically, it is a software, not a physical hardware. Okay, we can use this as a type 2
So
or
it will be
type 1
installed on
hypervisor.
a computer,
Yeah, as
computer
a
or a server operating system.
yes, yes, yes. Okay. So basically, it is a virtual machine on Linux flavored. So let me show you if I have the ISO image for NetScaler. Basically, NetScaler is a Linux-based ISO image, and we can directly deploy that ISO image on the hypervisor. So right now I'm not having any such. Okay. So basically, as I told you, what are the type 1 hypervisors? Correct. So in type by 1 hypervisor, we directly deploy the operating system to hardware. And NetScaler is similar thing. We can directly deploy NetScaler because it is an Linux UI and we can directly deploy NetScaler on physical hardware. I will share you one more video after that how to deploy the how to deploy the NetScaler after this session. Okay, there is nothing to worry for with them. Okay, so now let me cover some important topics for you only. Uh, that is nothing for you right now because it has been discontinued from Citrix. I do
Is
not
there
want.
any major differences in 6.7 and 7?
Yes,
6.5 and 7?
yes, I have already explained. So just go back here.
Yeah.
Here is a difference. If someone asks you what is the difference between 6.5 and 7.x, okay, so you have to answer in 6.5, IMA was there, in 7.5, FMA was there, in
No,
the
I'm talking about this one, studio and this director, storefront, all was there in 6.5?
no, no. In
It was not.
6.5, there was no director, no studio, nothing else, okay. Even storefront was also not there, okay. All those comes after the 7.x version only, okay. And also in
Oh,
6.5, only 6 services was there, but as you can see, in the earlier, it's 6 services was there, but now all the services what we have in Citrix is total number in 18 services. Okay, so as I told you earlier, the important
it's
services which you have to
so.
remember: broker, machine creation, AD identity, then hosting you can remember,
Yeah, yeah.
and you can remember storefront,
Monitoring service.
monitoring service. So you must have
Yes.
remember at least 5 to 6 services at least. Okay.
Oh. Okay, but this one now this 7, when it was released, maybe all companies using the 7 version or some companies still using 6.5.
Look, actually, it's up to the companies. The reason is that we have some medium scale companies like who is still running on Windows 7 machines, right? So for them,
Mm.
version 6.5 is mandatory. Why? Because Windows 7 is not supported by the 7.x versions. Okay. So if we have some dependency like something related to production or something related to services for those companies, still 6.15 version is still running for those. Okay, but it is quite or it is more easier than the version 7.5 what we have right now into the market. Okay, the Citrix
Ah,
virtual apps and desktop 7s. Okay, so that is not
okay.
a big deal. So now, have you seen my video that I have sent to you for interview preparations?
No, that 2 videos I did not see, last 2 videos.
Please see those videos because I have mentioned all the port
Yes.
numbers which is required for your interview perspective. So, actually, one more thing from my side is like I will let you know the port numbers after that session, and you must have remember all the port numbers. And also one more guidance from my side is that please do not afraid for your interview. So here it is. As you can see, for VDA, the port number is 1494. Where what is happening here? Okay, so what I can do that I can copy it and I can paste it on your WhatsApp. Okay. So buddy, these are the most important port numbers. Okay, which already mentioned in the Word file, but I request you to remember all the port numbers without any hesitations. Okay, so it is quite simple actually. Listen to me. If VDA is working on ICA, then port number is 1494. That is a unique. Okay, for HDX, port number is 2598. But as we, as per our standard practice, we are working on SSL or TSL. The port number will be 443, right? For HTTP, got it? And for WebSocket,
Okay.
port
What is
number.
this ICA and HTX?
So, whenever any user log into storefront server, after that, he will get one ICF file as an extension to download, right? And that ICF file is application for Citrix Studios, not Citrix Studio, the Citrix workspace, okay? So that ICF file is an extension for Citrix workspace. When user logins,